What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy HunterX here, bringing you guys a new Let's Play today. Today we are checking out Factorio, and yeah, so the reason why I'm checking out Factorio this week or this time around is because the DLC, the Space Age, comes out in exactly 6 weeks from when this video goes live, and I need to make sure that I've beaten this at least once on, the YouTube channel to, make sure that when we stream this DLC, everyone's gonna be nice and caught up. Basically the base game, right? So let's get started, and I guess the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and hit new game and hit free play, and then I left the settings almost default. The only thing that I've changed is the cliffs, and the enemies are on peaceful, so they won't attack us unless if we attack them, because honestly I'm not really a big fan of enemies. I like building massive and jank factories. That's kind of my favorite thing about this game. And I've also turned on always research queue, because this game without research queue is god awful, and you don't unlock it until you basically launch your first rocket, which is kind of really annoying. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm super excited to be playing this game, man. I love Factorio. Let's go ahead and get started. So I guess the first thing that we're gonna go ahead and do is run right over here, or actually not even run. Let's check our map. So we have our iron patch here, our copper patch here, our coal patch here, and then we have what looks like our debris. We should go ahead and take all this debris, honestly, because it gives us like free stuff, like that one free iron plate from that, which is super nice. Now I am playing with a list of mods. Now I am not really sure if mods disable achievements. I thought they did, but when I went to go play this yesterday, I got an achievement and I have mods installed, so I don't know what's up with that. I was under the impression that mods disable achievements, but maybe I was wrong about that. So yeah, I'm playing with a few mods like Afraid of the Dark, Squeak Through, Long Reach, this Factory Planner mod, which will really help us. Not the Factory Planner, sorry, the Factory Flow Rate Calculator. And we do have a, I believe, yeah, we do have a Factory Planner mod installed, which is going to really help us. So for example, if I wanted to go ahead and say like, hey, like we want to make red potions, right? So the automation potions will come here, and we'll come up to here and say we want to output 1 yellow belt's worth, and it would tell us everything that we need for said thing, right? So we need 150 tier 1 assemblers, we need 15 copper plates per second, but usually at the start of the game you're gonna be doing things in minutes, not in seconds. So you're basically like, okay, we want 1 yellow belt per 1 minute, so it's gonna be 3 assemblers with 15 or whatever. So whatever, you get the idea, right? And I guess to get started here, we're gonna go ahead and mine up a little bit of coal, and we're gonna get ourselves some iron going. Now we do get a quick and dirty burner starter thingy, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is place that bad boy down like so, and then put down a furnace like that, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the coal. Also, one of the most important mods in this playthrough will be even distribution, which basically allows us to distribute things evenly across our buildings, right? And I guess to get started, the very first thing I want to do is get myself a, what we like to call a coal miner thing. So what that means is we'll take like 2 burner miners and face them into each other, and they'll feed each other infinitely, and then we'll be able to grab that coal from said miners and then put it into our other machines, right? So yeah, that's gonna take a couple of these bad boys, couple iron plates. I believe it is 9 iron plates and then 5 stone, and then we're just gonna come right over here to our mining. And yes, I know that's so weird. I'm all the way over here and I can mine stone. Yeah, that makes no sense. It is what it is. So yeah, we have long reach, squeak through, which basically allows us, for example, like these buildings right here, we normally wouldn't be able to walk between them, but with squeak through we can walk in between them, which just makes getting around the factory and building the factory so much more easier. Which is, you want basically mods that don't change the core mechanic of the game, mods like space exploration, Factorio 2, stuff like that really changes the way the game plays. Those you don't really want. The ones that you do want are the ones, I mean, you do want those if you want to play those mod packs, but if you don't want to play those mod packs, you want something that's going to make your life way more easier, like quality of life mod for sure. And for example, like this mod right here, the max rate calculator, tell us right here, this is producing 15 iron ore per minute, right? We're making 18 iron plates per minute. So that's what that mod is really useful for, which is super nice, and it will help us do our things when we're trying to troubleshoot large large factories down the road, right? That mod's gonna be really important to have. So like I said, we'll do something like this, and then that should, once I give it a little bit of coal to jump start it, I think it's the other way around. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. And then they should, in theory, feed each other forever, and we should be able to pull the coal out from there and feed all of our other stuff. I'm gonna quickly set up just some small little miners, so that way we can go ahead and start gathering a few of the copper and stone stuff, so that way we can start building out our little factory. I did swap out the copper chest for a copper furnace, so that way we can get copper plates going and whatnot. Now I do want to look at potentially setting up our very first basically setup, because we are going to do some automation here. We are gonna, I believe, need a lab. How does one get the lab? I guess what we have to do is get ourselves 2 steam engines, 1 boiler for now, and then I guess we're gonna need a water pump of some kind, which is gonna need some copper, of course, and it's gonna need some more iron as well. We're gonna get one of those bad boys, I believe. Oh, that's so far away. I might be able to make 1 wooden pole. That's not ideal. Okay, that's fair. I was hoping that we would be better off, but that's a little far away. That's fine. We could also pipe it as well. And I did notice that there is a biter's nest up here, and I believe I did think I saw one over here as well. There might be one, you know, somewhere down here as well we haven't seen yet, but that should be fine. They really shouldn't attack us unless if we attack them, I'm hoping. Let's go ahead and put our boiler down. Yeah, we need to put it down in a pretty convenient spot, so you're gonna go ahead and do something like this, and then that should hopefully, we're gonna make one of those out of the thing. So go ahead and put that down. I don't think this needs power, so yeah, we are gonna need some piping. This is very basic and easy setup for now. We are gonna need 35 or 36 iron plates and 15 copper to go ahead and get our very first lab. And then we also need to make sure that I believe we get 10 of the very first packs. So we have to craft by hand the packs as well. So it's 2 copper plates to 1. And I believe you only get 1 crafting or 1 item per thing. So yeah, we're gonna need quite a bit of iron and quite a bit of whatchamacallit, copper, before we go ahead and be able to make the things that we need to make. I should be able to go ahead and craft our lab now. I don't think we have enough. Yeah, we don't have quite enough to make all of our potions yet, but that's fine. We have just enough to go ahead and craft 10 of those. God dang it. I really do need more of these because freaking I want to be able to freaking get more coal going. Oh, well, perfect. I have enough for 1 more. I literally need 1 more, man. I didn't realize how close that nest is. It's also a very small nest as well, but I'm not gonna mess with it just yet. They're about to get hit by the pollution. I don't know if they're gonna attack. That's my only thing. I hope they don't attack, but I guess we're gonna soon find out. I need to pick up a couple of these trees real fast because we need wood to make power poles, and then those power poles can help bring power over here. Now we are gonna have to kind of, whatchamacallit, feed a burner miner. I'm hoping that we can get an electric miner soon. I don't know exactly when we get a new miner. I'm pretty sure we get it when we get automation, or is it here? We're gonna have to do this research. So what we'll do, I guess, is I'm gonna make a couple of power poles, and then those power poles we're gonna run this way. I think if I just hold it down and run, it should bring over the power poles nice and good. Okay, let's skip over that, and then let's bring the power poles all the way over here. And then what we'll do is get our very first thing down, and then we're going to need to run a thing to it. So I think what we can do is make a quick and dirty cheap thing like so. I'm not gonna have enough to make a ton of these conveyor belts, but it's a good start. So if we come over here and we can pull this out like so, we're gonna need to run some power down here, but that's fine. That's not gonna be too difficult. We just gotta hook this guy back up to these guys, so those should have power now, and we should be able to run some more once we get a ton more of these conveyor belts. Now, this is not going to go far, I don't think. Now, I do want to run this because that way we can actually run power to our whatchamacallit coal generator. That's gonna be down this way. Oh god, I actually might, you know what, it's gonna be cheaper actually. I think it's gonna be cheaper to run the coal generator here. And here's my thinking, because we can totally use pipes and underground pipes here, easily transport water long distances, and we can also save a bit of money or a bit of resources running these long poles, right? We can save a bit of resources that way as well. So I'm thinking if we put our pump like right here and we grab some of our things and make some underground piping and we pipe some of our water to this, I think we can get away with not having to, yeah, we can just basically make a bunch of these and do it very quickly. Okay, so I should be able to go ahead and connect these bad boys like so. And we're gonna need another water pipe. So one of those bad boys, thank you very much. Plop that down like so. And we're missing actually one more pipe. Whoopsie, that's my bad. And then that should give us water, which perfect. And then I just need to go ahead and feed the system just a little bit. So if I grab some coal real fast and then plop it into this boiler, it should start feeding those guys, which should give it power. And the only thing that we do need now is we need to set up a little bit of another inserter right here, and then that just needs a wee bit of power, and then that's gonna keep this whole system running nice and smoothly for us moving forward, which is so nice that we've got a little bit of power going, which means I should be able to take the 10 of the automation science packs, plop it in here, and start to research our very first research quest, which is going to be automation. And just like that, we should have our very first bit of automation, just like that. Boom. All right, so now that we have the assembler, we should also start working on this guy here. And we're gonna need another, I believe, 10 potions for that. No, sorry, we need 30 potions. So this is where the automation comes into play. I'm gonna go ahead and hit I, and we're gonna go ahead and figure out exactly what we need for each one of these. Okay, so we need one of each of these. So we're gonna need 2 furnaces. Okay, so the way that we're gonna set this up, I guess, is, oh god, we really need the electric miners, but I don't know when. Oh no, we already have them. Oh wait, we already have them. So I should be able to say, hey, give me that. I should be able to make 2 of these, right? No, only 1. I need a couple more, and we're gonna need to bring up some power. That's fine. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. Let's go ahead and do something like this, and then run up some power for our new miners. And then we're gonna need, we're gonna need conveyor belts too. And you're not working. Why? Don't tell me this patch ran out. Yep, this patch literally ran out. Okay, fair. Yeah, that's also gonna be a problem that we're gonna have to face. I think we're gonna have to face the fact that our patches are not that big. Okay, so you've been cooking for a while, so let's go ahead and get, you know, some more of that down, please. Thank you. I would like another miner, please. And then we should, okay, so wait, how much does each one of these miners produce per second? If I look at this, it should tell me that this produces 0.5 or 30 a minute. Okay, fair enough. So if I grab this, and I guess we don't even have to grab that, right? Well, we still have to fill it with coal somehow. So that's interesting. Let me see how this actually works. So if I put this down, how is it going to, okay, perfect. And then I want another one of these right here. And then this is gonna be for copper. But here's the thing. We now need a splitter, which I don't think we have access to just yet. Yeah, okay, so we're still gonna be kind of like hand feeding stuff for a bit, but that's fine, honestly. Dude, I have way too much copper in my inventory. Okay, so here is my plan. Let's go ahead and make 5 of these, and then we're gonna need, well, we're gonna need a lot more iron here in a second, because we're gonna make, oh my god, we need 22. So I need 44 for 2 assemblers. How many assemblers do I need currently to get everything up and going? I need 4 assemblers. I just need a half a belt of this. So if I grab a single furnace, and then let's automate that like that, and then I'm gonna need 2 furnaces for this guy, and then this is gonna get, okay, I need more of these, which means I need more of these, and then we're gonna need at least, okay, and then this is gonna go here. Oh god, this is so tight already. We'll figure out how we're gonna handle this in a second. And then so you're gonna come out here, power here, and here, and then you need a bit of coal, which by the way, we can actually come down here now and feed off of, instead of having to pull it from the furnaces, which is so nice. And then you guys will split. Okay, maybe we'll split some more with you as well. And then you, I'm gonna need a lot more plates here in a second, because we're gonna go make our first assembler. The first assembler, I think we should do is put that into a gear factory. So the gear factory will go here, like so. You're gonna need some power, and you're just gonna straight up make gears, and then you're gonna come over here, and I think that will then go into another thing. So yeah, so gears, and then I need to figure out, the plates don't do anything, I don't think, so I think that's fine. Give me that, give me some more of this, give me all this, and I should make another one of these if I can. Wait, does it go in? Wait a minute, hold on, before we jump to conclusions here. So we have the gear factory, we have that, right? This is going into 3 assemblers. All right, so we need another 2, which is fine. We can do that, that's not difficult. We just got to get more of these, and then I need more belts as well. And then this is gonna go, nope, that's gonna go into a belt like that. And then the belt, yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. We need more belts, so let's go ahead and yoink all this if we can. 5 more belts, something like that. And then I need to bring copper down, and then I'm gonna need to bring one of these long boys out to play. But before we can do that, we need to get more belts. Okay, so I think we're pretty much ready to go ahead and say bam, bam. I somehow miscalculated that. That's not ideal, but that's fine. And then you're gonna go ahead and do something like output, output, output. And then you're gonna do, all we need now is literally 2 more inserters, and we should have a basically fully automated red potion factory. I mean, it's a little jank, but it's not that much jank. I feel I could have made it a little bit more janky. And then also have to go ahead and do is set the recipe, shift right click, and then shift left click to copy and paste. And then all we got to do is get all of these bad boys hooked up like so, and then boom. And then all we got to do is make, I guess, 1 more inserter. Actually, technically speaking, we're gonna make 1 more to go ahead and plop those in there, and boom. By the way, if you're wondering how you get the pictures on the machines like this, all you have to go ahead and do is hit the Alt button on your keyboard, and it will basically activate this little mode, right? And if I go ahead and use this calculator app, it can tell me that I'm literally making 18 per minute, which is insane. 18 red potions per minute, which is honestly not bad, right? And if we do the math on that, so it's 18 per minute, right, times 60 minutes, we're making about 1,800 potions per, or 1,080 potions per hour, which is not bad at all. And I guess what we can do now is take our, whatchamacallit, doodad, our lab that's down here, and we can pick it up and we can actually put it right over here, and we can actually start doing some basically little automation, right, on the research side of things. So now that we can, you know, research electronics, which is going to give us a bunch of stuff, right? I ideally want to get these guys to splitters and stuff, because that's going to really help us make good decisions when building our factory, right? But yeah, for right now, that's good. I would actually really like to potentially set up maybe like a little bit of a furnace stack, right? So maybe we make another one of these electric miners quickly and we hook it up. Now we do got to be very careful because we only really have 1.8 megawatts of power, which is not a whole lot. So yeah, we're gonna want to go ahead and make a few of these boilers, and these boilers can then get put into these engines, and then those engines could, you know, give us power, right? It's 2 steam engines for 1 boiler, and then 48 of these, I believe we can have 48 of these engines, and I believe 14 or so. I don't remember the exact math. I know it's like 48 and something or another for 1 pump, because each pump is 1200 water per second. So that's quite a lot of water to be pumping through these pipes. All right, I've placed down our 2 boilers down, and we need about 4 engines for that. And I did also happen to go ahead and put some more conveyor belts down and some more pipes and all that fun stuff. So everything is currently running super smooth right now. Again, we're just kind of waiting for iron plates to come in. And yeah, so basically one of these miners, by the way, I believe can handle up to like 48 or something. I don't remember the exact number, but I believe it's 48. This will do. So yeah, we're gonna definitely want a splitter, and I'm actually thinking about upgrading to an electric miner down here, so that way we don't have to use this jank setup. I think that will be such a good shout once we get that all set up. In fact, we can even do it now if we really chose to do it, right? All we would have to do is just plop this down like right here, for example, and then run a thing to it, and then that should be good. And hopefully we're not going to cause any power issues, because we are, again, still waiting for our boilers to come in, but we just don't have enough iron plates to spare. As you can see, we're kind of struggling a little bit for iron here, which is not great, because I would assume that this guy could handle it, but it doesn't look like my guy is doing a great job of doing what he's supposed to be doing to get those gears coming in to make all of the red potions and all that fun stuff for us. So things are moving along quite well. Let's go ahead and get these bad boys installed down here. Very easy and simple to do. Bam, bam, boom, and boom. And then we just got to run the power lines to them like so, and everything's all good in the hood. We are going to need to connect the coal to it like so. These are going to also need power. So boom and boom and boom. Now we have 5.4 megawatts of power instead of the 1.8 that we originally had. Fortunately, it is time to wrap up today's episode of Factorio. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please do me a huge favor, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, ding dong that notification bell. Become part of the Hunter tribe. As always, guys, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna leave y'all till next time. Goodbye.